this lady from the Norgal warband in Warhammer Underworlds. So I have done the base in the previous video if you want to know how this Norgling was done, and also the rest of the base. And now we are going to work on the lady herself. So I'm going to start with the bottom of the clothes, and I'm going to use Cyan Sand color. Okay, I'm going to use aquas and greens on this one, and I start with this color because I think it matches very well a color for a Norgal, and then when we do the wash it will look good. Okay, we are going to apply this all over the bottom part, and I will keep the top part and the front in a different white, because I will paint them in a different color. So I do that, and I'm back for the next step. Again, just try to apply the thin layer, not to clog any detail. You know that there is some texture on these miniatures, so yeah, just a thin layer of Cyan Sand. Okay, the Cyan Sand have been applied. Okay, and now I'm going to use Death Forest Death Wall Forest, sorry. And I'm going to do the rest of the clothes. So we'll do the one here. The one you have to be careful not to do it on what we have done, and not to do it on the Norgling. To be fair, I think I can only take him out. No, and then we can put it later on back. Out. And then we have better access to the clothes. We can put him back later. Okay, so I will do this here on the top cloth. Okay, we're going to do as well this one. Thin layer as we have done for the Cyan Sand. And I'm back for the next step. Okay, we have done now the green, and now I'm going to use Iron Breaker to do the shoulder pad. Okay, we are going to apply Iron Breaker, and later on we are going to give color to this. I will do everything except the orb in the middle of the chaos symbol. Okay, so I do that. Again, here, thin layer. Okay. So I will do that, and I'm back for the next step. I'm going to do as well the blade here, the blade of this knife, and any other part that I wanted to do metallic. Okay, so we have done the metallic parts. Next step, I'm going to do this back here, and I will use a dark brown to have some contrast. So I'm going to use the woolwood, the contrast woolwood. Okay, in that case, so I will put it there, and very carefully I will apply it. And here you can do as many parts you want with this contrast paint. So I'm going to use here on this back, try not to touch the skeleton we have. She's having a lot of strange things here and there that is difficult for me to know what what I see. So this looks like maybe it's the backbone of the skeleton, maybe it's the rest of the organic parts. Who knows? This lady is carrying a lot of green stuff, nasty stuff. Okay, you can see the difference between applying a contrast and a base color or layer, how the contrast is giving some shading. Okay, I will do this, and I will do this one. Okay. I wanted to do the straps on the weapon, but I will do it later because first I need to do the wood of the weapon. And I have idea for the wood of the weapon. Okay. Something like that. And there is a bottle there, so this lady has a lot of stuff. The bottle we are going to do a poison bottle. Okay, this is done. Now I'm going to take a snake by leather. And I will do the weapon, or the staff, I have to say, not the weapon, the staff, in this color. Okay, so I will do this. And I realize that the weapon is out of his place. Okay, no matter. Like that. Okay, so I will do that, and I'm back for the next step. Next step, I'm going to use a skeleton hold, and we are going to do, for example, the skull we have here at the back. Okay. We can go over the straps, so it's not going to be a I will do as well the skull that we have here, not too much. You have to be careful with the skeleton hole, because if you put too much it's going to be too dark for this. Although I guess a dirt skull will do that, and then I will do here that this is a backbone just going through the hole on the back. Okay, then I will do as well the skull on the staff. Oh, I didn't realize the bell have a face on top. Has a lot of small and interesting details, this miniature. It's truly an amazing miniature. These miniatures from the Warhammer Underworlds, they have a lot of character, a lot of personality. Okay, here we are. This thing I will do like if it's an internal organ, so I think I will do it in flesh colors, and I will do it after doing the rest. So I'm going to use again Willwood. same dark color, and now I'm going to do this, because I forgot to do these bars. Okay. And I will do as well the ones that we have on the weapon. Okay, so I'm doing that and I'm back. Okay, next step I'm going to use Agarus Dunes. Okay. To do the back that is missing. Okay. This one. I will do this thing that looks like a parchment. Okay, and I will do as well these things here that look like, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the worm, parchment, skin of a dead person. I think it's a worm. Now I realize, I think this is the head with the little legs. Can be that she has an infestation of worms there. I don't know. To be fair, there is a lot of details in this miniature. And I will use it as well on the chaos symbol on the metal. Take a little bit of Reynolds hide, and I will put on this part the contrast did not pour well. I'm not doing the hair because I want to do first the wash. I want to do the face first, and before doing the face, I think I want to work on faces. No, I have to do this element here, so I'm going to apply first Retributor Armor. Okay, I will put it on this knife there. And I will put it as well on the bell of the staff. Okay, there. And I think the other thing I will do it in normal metallic, but the bell I think it's going to be nice in a brass tone. Okay, so I finalize this and I'm back. Okay, next step I'm going to use some Messy Desert to paint the handle of the knife, ritual dagger. And now this is the step that I like a lot to do. Now that we have most of the parts done on the body, missing the flake that I want to do it in a different color and I don't want the brown shade. Now I'm going to take Agatha shade in that case and wash all the greens, the armor, the staff. The stuff I will do it later, but I'm going to do all the clothes, okay? For the stuff I need to do and I'm doing now because I'm going to stop now the painting for today. So it's I was trying to reach this point so I can do this wash and then I wait until tomorrow, and tomorrow I keep working on it, okay? So we do this wash here, and I try to do it in a way that I don't go too much in the areas where I don't need the wash, okay? But I want it on the parchments, I want it on all the stuff that we have put here paint. This is what I will do. Here I miss, okay, so I should not do it in the hole where we have a skin, but it's not a problem. If you did a little bit, this is what I'm doing now before doing the skin, because if I touch the skin by any mistake, it's very easy to solve, right? Because we have to do the skin after. So deciding the order of how you are going to apply the washes and the paints, it's a time saving if you do it in the right way. Okay, this is some reason why I haven't done the hair, although the hair will have a wash because I want to do the face first. And doing the face will dirten the rest of the work. Okay, so that you can see, let's keep working on the wash. Okay, I think I will do it the full wash application on camera so you can see how I do it on a big surface. This part here is very tricky, okay, because it's very flat. Although we have these deep wrinkles it's very flat, the wash will do it down. We'll do as well the armor. Here I make a mistake just right now. I didn't want to do the orb, but it's not a problem. The orb, I'm still thinking if I will do what I will do on the orb. If I will do like a eye, thinking maybe to do an eye on this orb. Here I don't worry if I touch the hair by mistake. The most important thing is to apply the wash in the right position. You can see I also was planning that the wash will darken the clothes. Okay. Here it's a mistake that you have to avoid to do it. That is because now I have the stain. That we'll need to. It's very easy that you leave stains when you do these big surfaces. Okay. And the mistake was I went down before finishing the upper part. This is why, and then I went up, and you have to keep working on going from one side to the other, not jumping as I have done here. But you can see now the wash, I removed there the excess. I want to do these rings here. I will not do the stuff because I want to do as well. Well, we can do the stuff, it's not a problem, and then later on I can do what the metallic parts that are missing. I'll do the wash only for these small parts. Okay. I want to do the wash on the bell. Normally I use Reynolds and not Reynolds kind, flesh shade, Regland flesh shade, but in that case I wanted to use Agax shade because I want to give on the gold a darker look. Okay. And the stuff, and although we had the shading, I like it to make it darker. Just now checking that I don't miss any part. To be fair, if you have some stains on this one, on this nargle, you can see that it's just a stain of the nargle nature, right? It's part of the nargle nature. But you want to control where the stains go. I think now it's enough. Oh, you see I was missing here. It's going to be... you have to really pay attention that you don't miss any part. Here I just make a big mistake, but you can solve it by adding another layer and pull it up. Okay, I was missing the bottom part. Okay. Now we should not work more. I'm just looking around that I don't miss anything. The parts that are already dry, we'll add a little more here. But we will need to do some shading. You can see that the wash is dripping down. That is what the rabbit is doing. Okay. So I wait now that all this dries. Because in some areas it has dried quite fast. Okay, I wait that this dries and I'm back for the next step. Okay, the wash have dried. And next step, what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply Cadian flagstone on all the skin. Okay, that is going to be the base now to do. I will make like a human flagstone, but then I will work with purples to make it look sick, to normalize it, and maybe some greens on some crystals. Okay, but I want to go more on the purple tonality. So I'm going to apply it everywhere where we have skin, even where we have scars or something like that. Okay, so this means here. This is the most tricky part. I want to avoid to dirten now the cloth. Another reason why the hair have to be one of the last things. Okay, here it's going to be very tricky. Should in there. Okay, arms, and I will do as well these parts. And one thing that I will do is this thing here that I still don't know what this is representing, but I have seen that they is painted in reddish purple stones by Games Workshop, So I will follow more or less the same color scheme, because I don't know if this is represents to be a piece of meat, an internal organ. Have no clue what is this about. Looks like, I don't know. It can be anything. Okay, and I will do as well the tentacle. So after this, very little parts will be on white, just the hair and a couple of details, other details. Okay, next step I'm going to do, I'm going to apply a purple filter on it. So I'm going to use Bluetooth pink. No, this one, I will use a more purplish color. I will use this one, Magos Purple. Okay. I put it here on a palette. Show it. No, that's all. And now I'm going to use the contrast medium. Okay, like that. Thin down. Okay, so we have here the mixture, and we are going to apply this now on the skin. I will start with the tentacle to see how it looks like, and yes, it's a little bit. We're going to apply maybe later on a purple wash. A little bit too light, but will be good for a first wash, and then we are going to do a second one. Oh, sorry. Okay, I'm going to apply it all over the tentacle. And then I will do the rest of the skin. Okay, something like that. Remove it where I don't want it. Okay, so I will apply that on all the skin parts, and I'm back. Next I'm going to use now the Bluetooth pink, but this time on the strange thing that we have at her back. And in this case I'm not diluting it, I'm just applying from the pot. Okay. Now I will need to wait that all these washes dry. So I think I will stop here the part 1 and keep tuned, because I will do soon part 2, so we can keep working on the leader of the Wurmspat. Okay, I hope you like that. Well, we are going to do another thing first. Let me just do another thing. I'm going to use iron breaker, and I will apply it on the sorry, change opinion, but I want to do this part here because it's bothering me to see it like that. Here we are going to play with rusted metal and rusted brass. Remember, gold normally does not rust. It's very difficult that you have oxidation of gold, but this is Norgel, so it's magical, and Norgel will have the power to rust anything, right? It's the god of the corruption. Okay, now is when I will stop. Okay, because I want to work a little more on the skin, but I need that the wash completely dries. So I will stop here the part 1 of the tutorial. I hope you have enjoyed up to now. Let me know what do you think on the color scheme, on the proposal for this lady. And as usual, thanks a lot for watching, and see you again later. Bye!